Welcome to a deep dive. We're here to really dig into things and pull out the most important bits, the key insights, just for you.
That's the idea.
And today, we're diving into Bangkok, specifically the Chatuchak weekend market.
A classic.
Exactly. So our mission today is to basically give you the lowdown, the must-eats, the must-sees, a bit of the history, why it's so important.
Some transport tips, how to get there, what to expect.
Right. And even thinking bigger, like if you were staying in Bangkok for, say, 5 weeks, how does Chatuchak fit into that?
Yeah, we've looked into its background, its importance, definitely pinpointed those key food stops you can't miss.
And the landmarks within the market itself, because it's massive, right?
Oh, huge. Over 35 acres, more than 15,000 stalls. It's genuinely one of the world's biggest weekend markets.
Yeah, and it draws everyone, locals, tourists.
Absolutely. You've got antiques, clothes, incredible street food, handicrafts, pets, plants. You name it, it's probably there.
And we should probably mention, it's not just the weekend market. There's a night market aspect, too. J.J. Green.
That's right. J.J. Green Night Market, a slightly different vibe, known more for vintage stuff, live music. We'll touch on that as well.
Okay, cool. So let's start with the background, the history, and why is Chatuchak such a big deal?
Well, it's definitely a major weekend shopping hub in Bangkok. But it's not just Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
Things get going Friday evening, mainly for wholesale. Then Wednesday and Thursday are big days for plants and gardening supplies.
Ah, interesting. So it sort of builds up to the weekend frenzy.
Exactly. And then Saturday and Sunday, it just explodes, packed with shoppers, tourists, locals.
Yeah, I've heard the energy is incredible. But it doesn't feel like a tourist trap, does it? Despite the crowds.
No, not really. It feels authentic. You're right alongside Bangkok residents doing their shopping, and bargaining is definitely part of the culture there.
Haggling, right, adds to the fun.
For sure. And it's really important for supporting local artisans and small businesses. You see that particularly in Section 7.
Section 7, what's there?
That's where you find a lot of handicrafts. Think jewelry, beautiful silk scarves, those colorful lanterns, intricate wood carvings.
Ah, okay, so buying stuff there directly helps the makers.
Precisely. Often skills passed down generations. It's more than just a transaction.
And the variety is just wild, isn't it? You mentioned pets earlier.
Yeah. The pet alley, sections 13 and 14, it's quite something. A huge range of animals.
And plants, too.
Yep, section 3. It's actually a nice contrast, a bit more peaceful. Lots of plants, gardening tools, that sort of thing. A bit of green space amidst the buzz.
Nice. And for history buffs.
Section 26, that's the spot for antiques and collectibles. Vintage finds, old maps, all sorts of interesting bits and pieces.
Okay, so it really isn't just about shopping then. It's like a cultural experience.
Totally. You're immersing yourself in the local atmosphere, seeing daily life unfold. And like many Bangkok markets, it's amazing for food.
Ah, yes, the food. We'll get to that. But it's also known for good value, right? Bangkok generally.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Especially for things like clothing, accessories, handicrafts. You find really good quality for pretty low prices at markets like Chatuchak.
And unique stuff, too. Things you wouldn't find elsewhere.
Yeah, often handmade, authentic items. That connection to the local artisans is a big draw.
Okay, I'm sold. Chatuchak is definitely on the list. Now, the food. You mentioned it's amazing. Tell us more. What are the absolute must-eats?
Right, the food. Where to even begin? There's just so much, from quick snacks to drinks. But, okay, top recommendations. You have to find Coco JJ.
Coco JJ, what's that?
Homemade coconut ice cream. But the best part, they serve it right in a coconut shell.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the fresh coconut meat scraped in. And you can add toppings like sweet corn, sticky rice, peanuts. It's just perfect for cooling down in that Bangkok heat.
That sounds incredible. Sticky rice with ice cream.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Coco JJ. What else?
Well, for something a bit more substantial, maybe check out Viva 8. It's this al fresco kind of spot, usually buzzing during the day. They often have DJs.
DJs at a market stall.
Yeah. And they're famous for their paella. They cook it in these huge pans. It's quite a sight. And it tastes great, too.
Paella at Chatuchak. Okay, that's unexpected.
It is. And then, for something very Thai, you need to try the Chatuchak duck noodles. Prani is the name to look for.
Duck noodles. Tell me more.
Oh, the braised duck is just incredibly tender, melts in your mouth, and the broth is really rich and aromatic. It's proper comfort food.
That sounds amazing. Duck noodles and paella.
Yeah.
Quite the culinary tour already. Any other heavy hitters?
Definitely. Look for pork may samantha. You'll probably see a queue.
The queue is usually a good sign.
Exactly. They do this honey-glazed roasted pork. It's famous for a reason. Really delicious.
Honey glazed pork. Got it.
And one more. For a real local taste, Rathanikosan boat noodle chatuchak.
Boat noodles. I've heard about those.
Yeah, they're intense, flavorful soups. You can get pork or beef, and definitely add the crispy pork rinds if they offer them. Adds amazing texture.
Okay, boat noodles with crispy pork rinds. Well, this is getting long. What about just quick bites, snacks while you're walking around?
Oh, plenty of those. Grilled pork skewers, mooping, they're everywhere and so good. Hat Yai-style fried chicken, super crispy.
Yeah.
Tons of fresh fruit, of course. Thai iced tea, cha yen, essential. Even simple things like toasted garlic on skewers. Sounds weird, but they're addictive.
Coasted garlic.
And fresh coffee stalls everywhere to keep you going. Honestly, there's so much variety, and the prices are so reasonable you really can't go wrong. Don't overthink it. Just try what looks good.
It sounds like you could spend a whole day just eating, sampling pad thai, som tam, malgo sticky rice. All the classics must be there too.
Absolutely. Chatuchak is ground zero for experiencing the best of Thai street food. Seriously.
Okay, my stomach's rumbling now. Right, moving on from food, slightly. What about seeing things within the market? Are there specific landmarks or areas people should look out for?
Well, in a way, the sections themselves are landmarks, like we mentioned. Section 7 for handicrafts, Section 26 for antiques. Those help you navigate based on interest.
Okay.
But there's also the Red Building. That's often pointed out. It's a good spot if you're specifically looking for vintage clothes or more antique dealers grouped together. Has a certain feel to it.
The Red Building. Okay, noted. Anything else specific? Like a hidden gem?
Well, for book lovers, there's Dilok Bookstore. It's a secondhand place. You never know what you might find tucked away on the shelves there. Could be some real treasures.
A secondhand bookstore amidst the chaos. Cool.
Yeah. And really, my advice is don't just stick to the main walkway. Duck into the smaller alleyways, the swales. Yeah, the little side paths. That's often where you find the really unique stalls, the more unusual items. It pays to get a little lost.
So wandering off the beaten path is encouraged.
Definitely. It's part of the adventure. Oh, and there's also an art section. Paintings, ceramics. You can find both traditional Thai styles and more modern pieces. It adds another layer to the whole experience.
Wow, okay. So it sounds like a full sensory overload in a good way. Sights, smells, tastes. The art, right? Practicalities, getting there. How do we do it? What's the best transport advice?
Good news is Bangkok's public transport is pretty good, and Chatuchak is well connected. The easiest way usually is the BTS SkyTrain.
The SkyTrain. Which station?
You can get off at Mochit Station or Chatuchak Park Station. Both are right there, just a very short walk to the market entrances.
Okay, SkyTrain to Mochit or Chatuchak Park. Easy enough. What about the subway, the MRT?
Yep, the MRT Blue Line works great too. Chatuchak Park is an MRT station as well, connecting with the BTS. Or there's Kamphang Feet Station.
Kamphang Feet.
Yeah, that one actually drops you off closer to the other side of the market near that red building we mentioned. So it can be useful depending on where you want to start.
Good tip. Having options is nice. What if you have to drive? Is parking a nightmare?
There actually is a big parking lot right next to BTS Mochit, and it's free.
Free parking in Bangkok.
Yeah. It's open from about 5 a.m. till 1 a.m. Big caveat, though. It fills up fast, especially on weekends, and you can't leave your car overnight.
Okay, so free, but get there early if you drive.
Yeah.
Sounds like public transport is still the way to go, probably.
Yeah.
Avoid the traffic stress.
Generally, yes. Bangkok traffic can be challenging. Taxis and tuk-tuks are obviously available everywhere, but yeah, you could be sitting for a while depending on the time of day.
Right. Best to stick to the train or subway, if possible. Okay, so we know how to get there, what to eat, what to see. Let's zoom out. Imagine someone's not just popping in for a day, but staying in Bangkok for, say, 5 weeks. How does Chatuchak fit into a longer trip like that?
5 weeks in Bangkok, that's amazing. It gives you so much time to really soak it all in. The city is just buzzing, incredible food, shopping, entertainment, and the night markets are a huge part of that experience.
So Chatuchak becomes just one piece of a bigger market puzzle.
Exactly. For a 5-week stay, you could definitely visit Chatuchak Weekend Market multiple times. Maybe go in the morning one week, afternoon another, see how the vibe changes. Maybe different vendors are out.
And explore the night market version too, JJ Green.
Absolutely. Chatuchak Night Market runs Friday to Sunday evenings. It's a different atmosphere, maybe more relaxed in some ways, different things on offer. Definitely worth checking out alongside the daytime market.
Okay, so multiple Chatuchak visits. What other night markets should be on the list for a longer stay?
Oh, there are so many great ones. You've got Siloam Night Market, which is also called Patpong. It's very colorful, lots of fashion, souvenirs, and it's surrounded by bars, often with live music.
Right, Patpong. Heard of that one.
Then there's Asiatique, the riverfront. It's a bit more polished, more upscale maybe, boutiques, international restaurants right on the river. They even have a big Ferris wheel.
Sounds quite different.
It is. Then the one Rattata that's popular for trendy clothes, more street food, and it's got a lively bar and club scene nearby. And for foodies, Yaoret Night Market in Chinatown, it's just heaven. Seafood, Chinese dishes, amazing Thai street food. You have to go hungry.
Chinatown Food Market, definitely. Wow, that's already a lot of markets. Any others?
Yeah, keep going. The train night markets are cool. There are a few different ones, so you'd need to check which are currently running. They often have a vintage theme, lots of collectibles, outdoor bars, music. Very atmospheric.
Train markets.
Khaosan Road, of course, famous backpacker hub, but it's got tons of food stalls and a crazy nightlife scene. Pratunam Night Market's another big one, good for clothes, souvenirs, near the big shopping malls like Central World.
Right.
And maybe one more for a more local feel. The Owl Night Market, Taladnokuk. It's a bit further out. You'd need the MRT Purple Line, then probably a short taxi ride.
Worth the trip.
If you want a really authentic flea market vibe, yeah. Fashion, lots of secondhand stuff, vintage decor, great street food, less touristy.
Wow. You could literally spend 5 weeks just exploring markets. How do you even get around to all these different places effectively over that time?
You definitely master Bangkok's transport. Use the BTS SkyTrain and MRT Metro as much as possible. They're efficient and avoid the road traffic.
Right.
Don't forget the Chao Phraya riverboat. It's a great way to travel, especially for spots near the river like the Grand Palace, Wat Arun, or getting towards the Khao San Road area. Scenic, too.
Riverboat, okay.
Yeah.
And taxi tuk-tuks.
Still useful for shorter hops or places not on the train lines. Just always make sure taxis use the meter and, factor in potential traffic delays.
Standard Bangkok advice.
Yeah.
So for a 5-week base camp, where's a good area to stay? Somewhere central to all this.
The Banglamphu area is a really popular choice, especially for longer stays. That's the district around Khao San Road.
Oh, there.
Well, it's historic. It's close to many of the big temples and the Grand Palace. It has fantastic street food right on the doorstep, and it's well connected for getting to other parts of the city, including many of those markets.
Makes sense. Good base. Okay, so beyond markets, what else should someone weave into a 5-week Bangkok itinerary?
Oh, absolutely got to do the big cultural sites. The Grand Palace and Wat Phra Ki, Emerald Buddha, are stunning. Wat Pho with the huge reclining Buddha.
A must-see.
Yep. And Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, especially beautiful across the river at sunset. Climb the Golden Mount, Wat Saket, for amazing city views.
Okay, temples covered, museums.
If you're interested, the Anantasamakam Throne Hall is impressive, and the Viman Mek Mansion, though check if it's open. And for more food exploration beyond street markets,
Yes.
check out Or Torkor Market. It's near Chatuchak, actually. More upscale, amazing quality fruits, vegetables, and a really good food court. Or, for a totally different vibe, the massive, bustling Klong Toi Market. It's a huge, fresh, wet market, an experience in itself.
Market. Intense.
It can be.
Yeah.
And maybe a weekend trip out to a floating market. Klong Lat Mayom is a good one, quite food-focused, not as overwhelmingly touristy as some others.
Temples, palaces, different kinds of markets, floating markets. Sounds like a packed 5 weeks.
It can be. And don't just stick to market food. Seek out those little local restaurants, the shop houses. Try regional Thai food. Aizen food from the Northeast is amazing. Or spicy Southern Thai curries.
Explore different regional cuisines. Good idea.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for local festivals or events that might be happening during your stay. That's a great way to get a deeper cultural insight. Maybe even consider a day trip further out if time allows. Ayutthaya, the old capital, for example.
So much to do. Any final tips for making the most of a long stay like that?
Definitely try learning a few basic Thai phrases. Please, thank you, hello. It goes a long way, and locals really appreciate it.
Good point.
Maybe look into a short Thai cooking class or a crafts workshop. Get hands-on. Explore different neighborhoods for street art. There's some really cool stuff hidden around.
Street art hunting, I like that.
Yeah, and consciously try to get off the main tourist track sometimes. Just wander, see what you find. Maybe connect with locals through a hobby group or even volunteering if that's your thing.
Right, immerse yourself.
Exactly. And for saving money on food, keep hitting those local markets and street stalls. If your place has a kitchen, maybe cook a few meals yourself with ingredients from the market. Research cheap, good local, eats away from the main tourist spots.
Great advice. So it sounds like 5 weeks gives you this incredible chance to really live Bangkok, not just visit. And Chatuchak is like a recurring character in that story.
Perfectly put. It's a key landmark, a place you'll likely return to, but it's just one fascinating part of this huge, complex, amazing city.
Well, this has been fantastic. That pretty much wraps up our deep dive into Chatuchak Market and how it fits into the bigger picture of Bangkok. It's clear it's way more than just shopping. It's culture, food, energy, essential Bangkok.
Definitely. A must visit whether you have a day or 5 weeks. And for that longer stay, weaving it into exploring all those other markets, temples, food scenes, that's how you get a truly rich experience.
So the final thought for you to ponder. Given everything we've talked about, the sheer size and variety of Chatuchak, the buzz of all Bangkok's markets, what unique find, what unforgettable moment might be waiting for you in one of those hidden alleyways? And, maybe more deeply, how could really immersing yourself in that local rhythm change how you see Thai culture?
Something to think about.
Absolutely. That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.